essential question in math today is how can the strategy, draw a diagram, help you solve a decimal multiplication problem? What have I told you is your best friend in 5th grade math? Carly.
Pictures.
Pictures are your best friend in 5th grade math. When you draw a picture to represent a word problem, it allows you to map out the details of the word problem and see the math so that you can see how to solve and answer the question that goes with the word problem. Today's lesson is requiring you to use a specific kind of picture, which we've called the box method in the past. A while back, we had a lesson where we used the box method. We had a lot of problems on different types of fish, and it was a specific type of diagram or picture that allowed us to see the math. We're using the box method for all of our pictures today, and there are different ways that you can do the math, and there's different things you're going to see as far as the math goes when you use this picture. However, the box method is what we are using, so some of this is going to look familiar to you. Another difference will be that some of our values will in fact be decimals rather than just whole numbers like we used before. For example, we have a word problem on the board. We're going to do 2 of these together, and then I'll have you do one completely on your own, and we'll evaluate your answers after that. The first word problem we're going to do together says, a group of friends go to a local fair. Jason spends $3.75. Maya spends 3 times as much as Jason. Tia spends $5.25 more than Maya. How much does Tia spend? So as soon as I start reading this word problem, and this is exactly what you should do as a student, is you should start making connections to previous math problems that we've worked on. And when you start seeing clues about who did what, and 1 is 3 times as much as, you know that you're going to start mapping this out using boxes. Since I've noticed in the word problem they gave us the value of how much Jason spent and everybody else has a clue, I'm going to start with Jason. How many boxes should I write down next to Jason's name? Alexis.
1.
1 box. Good job. And what should I write inside of Jason's box? Alex. $3.75. Good. So we're evaluating the word problem, and it's nice to go a sentence at a time if you can and map out each detail. Jason is spending $3.75. It makes sense that we will go ahead and fill that in to his box. The clue that we have about Maya is that she spends 3 times as much as Jason. So when we write Maya, how many boxes should be placed next to Maya's name? My new student, Tyler.
3.
3 boxes. Good job, Tyler. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3. Why did Tyler tell me to write 3 boxes down next to Maya's name? Chris.
Because she has 3 times as much as money, she spent 3 times as much as money as Jason.
Excellent self-correction. She spent 3 times as much money as Jason. And now using Chris's clue, what do you think I should write in each of the 3 boxes next to Maya's name? Ronald.
$3.75.
Okay, well done. So we're going to put down $3.75 in each of the boxes next to Maya's name. So I'm already seeing the math. If they ask me to report, and I know in 5th grade math they're probably not going to ask me something this easy, but if they wanted me to report how much money Jason spent, it would simply be straight out of the word problem, $3.75. I also can see based on my picture the math I would need to do if they asked me to report how much Maya has spent. I'm going to keep going throughout the word problem, and now it tells me that Tia has spent $5.25 more than Maya, which means she has definitely spent as much as Maya. Oops, it's not Taya, it is Tia. She has definitely spent as much as Maya and then an extra $5.25. That's what $5.25 more than Maya means. So I know I am definitely going to need 3 boxes for Tia. How many more boxes do you think I should add to the picture next to Tia's name? Lainey?
One more.
One more box. And Lainey, what do you think would go in the last box that we've added next to Tia's name? Go ahead, Lainey. $5.25. Turn and talk to your partner about, I'm going to say older kids talk first, about what we should put in the first 3 boxes next to Tia's name.
Yeah, I agree. I guess we have to take $375.
No, I think it would be easier to stay there, but you can go ahead and share with me, and then you 3 can share together. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Class? Yes. Hands and eyes? I mostly could just hear on this side of the room, so I'm going to go ahead and ask this side of the room what you think we should put in the first 3 boxes next to Tia's name. Brayden?
$3.75.
Okay, good. So we've got $3.75 because Tia is spending just as much as Maya plus an extra $5.25. And I put that plus sign for me there because I'm seeing some math that I could do for the first 3 boxes, but I just want to remind myself that that last box I'm going to have to treat a little differently with my math. So what math should I use for the first 3 boxes if I'm solving for how much money Tia has spent? Garrett?
Multiplication.
I'm going to use multiplication. Because I have the same value 3 times and multiplication is a form of repeated addition, I'm going to use the multiplication of the decimal, $3.75. Then I'm going to add the final amount of $5.25. Now, because this is my example to do not just with you but for you, I'm going to go ahead and solve on the board so that you have an example, and then we're going to move on to the next problem, and you'll participate a little bit more helping me get the math done. So, and the question does say, how much does Tia spend? So we are in fact solving for Tia. So that means we need to take her $3.75 and multiply it times 3. We could add it 3 times, however, multiplication is a shortcut for repeated addition. We love shortcuts in math, we want to take advantage of them. 3 times 5 is 15. We record the 5, regroup the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. Record the 2, regroup the 2. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. How many total decimal place values do we see represented in this equation? Aaliyah? 2 total decimal place values in this equation, which is in the number $3.75. We don't have any decimal place values represented in the 3 because it's what kind of number? Alexis?
Whole number.
It's a whole number. Good job. So then we come down to our final product, and we come over a total of 2 decimal place values, and we plug our decimal in there. We don't forget to use our unit, which in this case is the $sign, and we can see that so far, Tia has spent $11.25. Now, I can guarantee you, $11.25 is going to be an answer choice. We call those distractors. You've heard me say this many times. This is going to be there because by the time you've drawn your entire picture, you've mapped out all the math, and you finally get to this step, and you remember how to multiply a decimal and a whole number, and you get your answer, and you're so happy you plugged your decimal in correctly, you're going to be so ready to bubble an answer in. However, you would have forgotten a step. What is the final step that we need to complete in order to answer this question all the way? Noah.
You have to add $5.25.
That's absolutely right, Noah. Thank you so much. We've only completed this part of Tia's money that she has spent. We still need to come back and add the $5.25 more that she spent.